Michael, hey, I got this price book that I used for years. I'm going to try to take that header out and there go. Full screen. Okay, now it's full screen. Oops. And I took, yeah, that's a bummer. Let me try to do that again. Tabs only. Okay. Well, can't really do it. But anyways, I wanted you to see the tabs down here. This is, this will be across every one of the pages up here. So whatever you put in here goes across every one of the pages. Here is where, after you do your profit pricer, after we do your profit pricer and get last year's numbers, we'll figure out what our break even was. And desired net profit is always going to be 25% or above, and then a 10% discount. So basically that means that we're, for the standard rate price, there's 35% on the job, and we can discount 10% off and give us our 25%. We want to land on 25%. Okay, and then a trip charge. I don't recommend that you put a trip charge in your price book for each individual task, but I've had some members that were just anal as hell and they wanted to do it, and I think, and actually those guys really never did well because their prices were, every task had a trip charge on it. So I don't want every task to have a trip charge on it. So trip charge is just what we dispatcher sells or the call center sells to get us out there on the phone. We want to make sure that the customer's going to pay us something to get out there, so it's, we're not going out there for nothing. So it gives the customer some skin in the game on the phone. Okay. So then here are the 15 I've identified. We can identify, you can identify more. This is a generic book that I had. Thought I had one of yours. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. But anyway, this is, these are the tabs for that match these tabs down here. Okay. Not sure what this service install is. Oh yeah. Okay. So I guess I added more down here, probably to meet more of your. Now let me just see. I'm gonna go down there just for a little bit. Well, yeah. I got a lot more stuff in here. So anyways, this is an outdated table of contents. So we might have to make that table of contents a little bit larger to make up for each one of these tabs down here. Okay. So anyways, so just to walk you through it, this is the labor portion. This is the time amount. So 0.25 means 15 minutes. That's an example. Don't use that. There's nothing that's 15 minutes. So I would recommend that you had a 0.5 as a minimum for everything that we do. So matter of fact, I'm just going to change that right now. How I got to that. So I'm just going to, I might do it to all of them. Well, I'll let you make those changes. And a 0.05, I don't even know what the hell that is. 0.5. So just make that a 0.5 all the way through. This will be the time. This will be the material cost. Okay? So just put the cost in it because the math will come up and put the margin on it. It'll do it automatically. I've got to unprotect this for you. It's unprotected. So you can see the formula up here. Got the formulas already in up here. So here's standard rate price. That has 25% on it. Value rate price has standard rate price has the 25% and the additional 10%. So value rate is 10%. So take 10% off of this to get this. So you're still making 25% nets on the value rate pricing. And that is the net margin. We're putting 25% in on that. And let's just verify that that's where that math is coming from. So yeah, that's where it's coming from. So this is standard rate. This is adding 10% on it. So it's doing this divided by 0.9. And that's what this comes out to. Okay. So standard rate is generally what we don't sell it at, but it's because we want to sell service agreements and we want our customers to have service agreements, so that we can call them up when things are ready to be checked out again, and also let them know that they're getting a 10% discount rate by being one of our service partners. And service partner carries over into all trades. So if you're doing HVAC, it's more common for the HVAC customer to get we're coming in to do a system check, Ms. Jones, is part of your service agreement, than the plumbing is. The plumbing is more of an annual one. And we use that to fill our board if we're short. We also use that as we're hiring new techs, okay? And it's important that your software is identifying your customer's age of equipment, not the age of the house, because their equipment could have been replaced. So we want to update that, get that with our technicians, so we can put in what is the plumbing age of the equipment. That you can get that on the water heater. What is the age of the equipment on the HVAC system? And I don't know if electrical has anything like that because I'm not an electrician, but it'd be important for you to start tracking the age of those systems. Okay, and that's where we do our cold calling now, especially with young techs. We want to get the new age equipment out there to do a system check, to have them look at something that's probably not wrong, but we get them looking at it, and I'll dive in deeper on that. But that's the whole thought process behind it. Gives us a training ground for our technicians to practice, and we're not giving up a lot of revenue. If the house is a year old, I'm going to send that young tech out there because chances are nothing's going to happen. But we want them to practice the service system. How do they greet the customer? How do they explore on the call? And these are training grounds. Our customers are giving our technicians those training grounds on those younger systems, and that's what they're for. Okay. Okay. And so each one of these tabs has the task, and here's the task number. Again, you'll need your labor cost. What is your time, and what is your material cost? Don't make it less than 15 minutes. I even say half an hour. I think sometimes. Yeah, half hour. Don't make it more than that. Don't make it less than a half an hour. That's just. I'm not sure what this is for. This might be an extension of. Okay, I can see 15 minutes on that, or a third of an hour on that. But you know your business on the electrical side better than I do, so you go with that. But I'll just say I coach 0.5. That's as low as I'll go, unless I can't even think of it unless, I'd still be a 0.5 for all of them. But there, and I want to make sure I got all these tabs in here for you. And you can change the verbiage in here for, this is all electrical. I'm not an electrician. I got this from an electrician. I got his tasks, and I was able to put all of his tasks into a book. A very good contractor in Pennsylvania, in the Philadelphia area. But they did very, very well. They're doing, and still doing very, very well. All right, let's bring this thing back over here. Anyways, so that's the pricing book, okay? And you'll have questions on this, just give me a call. I'll walk you through it. Okay.